Cases of online frauds and victims losing lakhs of rupees to such scams are on the rise. This was the focus of Prime Minister's Mann Ki Baat address today. Highlighting how online scams affect citizens across the country, he said that fraudsters prey on victims when they pose as police officers, CBI or RBI officials and cautioned everyone to stay aware.
डिजिटल अरेस्ट के फ्रॉड में फोन करने वाले कभी पुलिस, कभी सीबीआई, कभी नारकोटिक्स, कभी आरबीआई, ऐसे भांति भांति के लेबल लगाकर बनावटी अधिकारी बनकर बात करते हैं।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi also detailed how these frauds take place step by step.
ये 3 चरण है, रुको, सोचो, एक्शन लो। कॉल आते ही रुको, घबराए नहीं, शांत रहे, जल्दबाजी में कोई कदम न उठाएं। संभव हो तो स्क्रीनशॉट लें और रिकॉर्डिंग जरूर करें।
Prime Minister has also assured that government agencies are putting their heads together in order to curb this menace, not just digital arrests, but also the online scams.
एजेंसियों की तरफ से ऐसे फ्रॉड करने वाली हजारों वीडियो कॉलिंग आईडी को ब्लॉक किया गया है। लाखों सिम कार्ड, मोबाइल फोन और बैंक अकाउंट्स को भी ब्लॉक किया गया है। एजेंसियां अपना काम कर रही है।
And for once, Congress seems to be on the same side as the government as well. They have also expressed concerns.
डिजिटल अरेस्ट जैसा है मुद्दा जो मुझे लगता है एक चुनौती है आज के दौर में। जिस तरह से फ्रॉड्स हो रहे हैं उन फ्रॉड्स पर सरकार को और हम सबको पूरा ध्यान अपना केंद्रित करना चाहिए ताकि आम लोग जो बिल्कुल इनोसेंट हैं वो इसके शिकार न हो जाएं। अक्सर कई ऐसी रिपोर्ट्स आ रही हैं कि लोगों को फ्रॉड कॉल्स आते हैं, फेक कॉल्स आते हैं और वो हार्ट अटैक तक हुआ है, लोगों को झांसे में आ जाते हैं।
Now, the Prime Minister's warning comes at a time when there are several incidents of people being scammed digitally that are coming to light, as well as of online frauds. For example, a case of a resident from Tamil Nadu who fell victim to an online scam that falsely promised him prize money worth crores and referred to Kaun Banega Crorepati. The CBI has now filed an FIR after Prime Minister's office complained about this matter. Now, in the FIR that has been accessed by Times Now, Murugeshan, a resident of Tamil Nadu's Erode, was duped by fraudsters who posed as representatives of KBC. The complainant says that he was contacted by an individual claiming to represent the show from Mumbai. The victim was allegedly informed that he had won a prize money of 25 lakh rupees and it had been increased to 5.6 crores. Another individual claiming to represent the game show from Kolkata reportedly told the victim that he had won 75 lakh rupees and the prize money had been increased to 2.75 crores. Now, the victim was asked to pay 2.91 lakhs towards tax liabilities. Now, the complaint suggests that he was coerced to cough up money by a woman who posed as a CBI officer to lure the victim. Fake documents were used with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's image on it. Now, if you or somebody in your family have ever come across such incidents or have fallen victim, this is the time you voice your concerns, what really happened to you, because as Prime Minister said, we need to be aware. He's also suggested what steps can be taken in order to ensure that you're protected against such scams. But how exactly does this happen? Our phone lines are open for our callers and we have an expert, Advocate Prashant Mali, who is a cyber and data protection lawyer who is joining us on the broadcast as well. Remember, you can call us on the numbers that are flashing on the screens right now. Let's start with Francis, who's calling from Vijayawada in Andhra Pradesh. Yes, Francis.
Madam, good morning. Here is the major problem. Education is have education, but how to face the problem? So public have an education means they have their own education, but the problem occur very seriously. A bank account will be problem. Everything is going wrong way. So please make it a registered system. When you do anything, it has to go to through one digital system, it will be observed. Otherwise, public will be suffered like anything. Same thing, go on going. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Bali, now this is festive season. Making payments, purchases online and everything is extremely common. First of all, tell us what are the different kinds of scams that, the different kinds of modus operandi that the scamsters are currently using in order to trap innocent victims.
So number one, as the Honorable Prime Minister said, is about the digital arrest. Number two is the courier scam, which happens. Like you get a courier and then the courier has some contraband goods, then you need to pay up to the customs, to the CBI, to the police, etc. So that is courier-based scam. Then you have something called as e-commerce website scams, which are having, which is people should be aware during this festival, Diwali. So because they will have a lot of scam websites which will claim to be giving you 50%, 80% discount or items in very, very branded items in very, very low prices. And those items are not going to reach to you. So when you're looking at the website, please see that it has HTTPS and the website name. So you get a secure website which has its SSL certificate. Second is always, if you find the website fishy, write the name of the website on Google and write word fraud against it. So if the website has already committed fraud, there will be different victims talking about it. And in the search, you can see that this website is to be fraud, and don't buy it from them. Third and very important is don't share your PIN number, your credit card number, your bank details, or any of your biometric details to any of the websites, because no one is going to ask you. But if they threaten you also, try and avoid, don't take this call, cut the call and let the call go. Nothing is going to get lost. So if you don't take the calls where you're not comfortable, if you're not in the mental state or you are in inebriated state, don't take such calls.
Okay. Now, we knew about the other kinds of frauds that had been happening in terms of, wrong links being sent or websites being duplicated. And it's very, very helpful what you just said about HTTPS : But exactly how does a digital arrest work? For example, if somebody who's perhaps an elderly person receives a video call and, most of the families have their kids staying away from them, it is very natural for them to expect a video call from them. How is a normal person to decipher whether the call that he or she is receiving is from a scamster, or whether they should accept it or they should not go ahead with it?
See, I'll give you a case study which I'm handling, where an old person, senior person, he's an ex-IITN. He loses 3.5 CR in this fraud, 3.5 crores he loses on this, even though you being intelligent. If you fear, if you listen to them carefully, and if they try to threaten you, they coerce you, then, and see, it also depends upon the conditions. Suppose you are evading some kind of tax, or you are here to pay some tax, or you have seen so many ads or so many news where people are arrested because of tax fraud. Your brain is already ready for something like this, and they play on this. So this is a social engineering fraud where they cleverly try to trick your mind, and they socially profile you from various social media websites. They use AI for this. They make your personality. If your personality is found to be docile, if your personality is found to be, people who are afraid of tax or something of like this, or you have searched for tax or something on Google, etc., then they collate all this and then they target you. Now, if you want to, you want to save from this, then 2-3 things one has to remember, that no, there is nothing, as the Honorable Prime Minister said, there is nothing called as digital arrest. So nobody is going to arrest you. Second, the documents which they send you have many stamps. It will have Satyamev Jayate, it will have CBI stamp, so many stamps. Now, let me tell our audience that police normally puts one stamp only, and that is always in blue color. They don't put any red color seals, nothing. Or sometimes even they don't put stamps. So they give the number of the police below. The police number is there below. Police station number is there. You can always call that police station and see whether this belongs to police station.
All right. Let me just get more specific queries, sir, because we've got 2 callers joining us, Raj Pillai from Bengaluru and Suresh from Hyderabad. Mr. Pillai, what's your query?
Okay. So I have been facing these calls for quite some time, and the thing is, what I want to share here is that these guys, they call up, and it's a very, very organized thing. So they call up and then they say that you have to for further inquiry press 1 or 0 and things like that, and the call starts with either the call is from the telecom authority, okay, and then when you press 1, then somebody picks up the call and you get a background music as if it is like a call center. So it's very organized thing, and then the guy says that, have you been to XYZ place? Like, I am based out of Bangalore, and they asked me whether I have been to Mumbai last month. I said no. So he said, but no, from your phone, lot of vulgar messages have been sent, and we are going to issue an arrest warrant against you from the Thane police station. So anyway, I knew. And then, the best part is, when I understood this game, second or the third time when they called up, I also got into the trap, and I said, okay, I made a mistake. Where should I come? And invariably 2-3 times, they mentioned me, they are calling from the Andheri East. He was about to give me the address where I come, but he just stopped short of that. So this is one thing. Second thing is, when recently they called and I said, I know it's a fraud call. I said, "Tu bata tu kidhar hai, main police bhejta hu."
Right. So, Mr. Pillai, what you're saying is it's extremely important because people just need to be aware. You don't have to get overwhelmed. You do not have to get frustrated. You just need to keep your antennas swaying because it's very easy to figure out when somebody is trying to con you. It's just that you should not be able to play on your insecurities. But we'll quickly take in a reaction from Mr. Suresh from Hyderabad as well. Yes, sir.
Yeah, my name is Suresh Gera and I'm from Hyderabad. The thing is, I recently got a call that your insurance policy is like kind of not being paid, and you had paid some 50,000 so and so year, and it is about 3 lakhs now, and you would, it is like being cancelled if you don't give us all the information now. They wanted something, which I said, okay, fine, let me see when I paid this amount.
Yes.
And then, so you'll get back your money. Otherwise, if you don't act today, by tomorrow this will be cancelled and you lose your money.
Right. Thank you, sir. Unfortunately, I'm completely out of time, but we will keep getting guests like Mr. Mali here and try to answer your queries. Thank you, sir, for joining us on this broadcast.